Hey guys and girls, my name is Snowy. Welcome to part 4 of the city without a name, the new city here in City Skylines 2, where I am building mostly the infrastructure first and then the city basically later. Now I noticed a few things while I was doing this. It's like, especially regarding the train tracks and also the power station, is that you see all these symbols over here, this stuff and this stuff, lack of labor. Now that plays a part in all these more blinking icons over here, and I'm also afraid that eventually over here we have here this solar farm. Now if you click this, then you will see that there are no employees, nobody's working there, because this town has no population. And I think at a given moment, yeah, you can build stuff, but infrastructure, but it will end. It will eventually it will end, and yeah. So I think what is needed here is like to make a small start with having some population in this city. Not so far away from this area, because mostly the industry will be here. So I'm thinking of placing that area roughly, yeah, about here. Now we don't have any off ramps here, only here we have one. So what we can do, we can take this road. This can be a nice arterial road, so we pick a that, like so. And we're making a lovely curve going into this direction, 87.5 by 80, which is fine. And we drag it all the way that way. It's a nice arterial road that runs all the way in a nice straight line, like that. And then here we curve it all the way, actually underneath there. No, is that not working? No, it's not working. Okay, fine. Have it your way. And then, we can say, like with regular roads, we go to the regular roads roughly here, make it go there, alongside this coastal area. And what we need now is like, yeah, we need to have like a little bit of a sort of grid pattern. By the way, now I'm looking at this, I think this road that I selected here, I see it now, that is actually a highway road. That's not the idea. This needs to be just a normal 4-lane road like this. So let me replace this thing. And here we go. So that's done. We have now a normal road there with normal zoning also attached to it. So yeah, we can finally build houses here, normal houses alongside this shoreline over here. So let's just build something. So we're going to make this road. Now let me think a little bit. What do we want behind here? Maybe some commercial from the back. But not, this is the junction. You don't want to immediately have a road directly by the junction. So this is a mistake that many players do make. They have a junction over here, and what they then usually do is then they pick the road again. They have the road again, and they place it, for example, very close by here or even here, like that. And then the distance between this is way too short, because you have traffic that comes from here that wants to take a left turn, and that once again takes a left turn, and that takes way too long. And if the traffic is a little bit too busy, before you know it, it all ends up like in mayhem. So it's better to go a little bit further away from the junction actually, and say like, okay, you place it here, all the way here, so there's a little bit more space in between, like that. Yeah, so now I'm looking at this and I'm looking why this zoning is like, why I'm seeing it like that, but okay, I think it's okay. Let's extend this road, and we extend this road, and we extend it even further, like that. And I think we can even bring this up there, like that, and then let me delete this part. Good. So also that part as well. Now we have a little bit of space to work with. We can utilize also, let's see, the low residential areas first. We can also utilize the, let's see, the medium residential demand, but that is not something we want to put on the shore. So what I will choose here is actually the single family residentials. Was that a mixed version? Yeah, it takes from the low density residential from waterfront from both EU and North American team. Now that's nice, because then you get like a nice mix of all kinds of buildings. So now the important thing is, even though I'm playing with unlimited money, people who come living here want to live cheap. Now often I see people who are starting with this game, yeah, that they immediately fill out the entire block of 6x6. You should actually not do it. You should use with, you know, well, also not here, but let's say starting there, yeah? Just small areas to begin with, because these houses, they should not be too expensive to begin with for the people, yeah, who come live here. They cannot afford immediately those expensive houses, and there goes the demand, and that's already it. And they are complaining about no power, no water, everything is missing. Now let me have a look. So power situation, yeah, I can see that there's no connection at all. Okay, fair enough. We can connect that through an underground. Let's see, what's the closest one actually? It's pretty far away, but I think we can make it work from here. This is the end of the road here, by the way, but nevertheless, we bring it from here. And then, let's see, to here? Yeah, connect it up to there. That should work, going that way. Yes, yes, and then let's see, now they still have the sewage and the water. Okay, we can fix that as well. So let's pause the game for a hot moment. We take this option, and sewage, I don't even know, where did I put the sewage? I think I put it here, right? These are the sewage buildings. So I will just take it from here, going over there, and just bring it all the way like so. It's all underground, so it's fine. Connect it to there, and then it should be fine, because this leads all the way to this area. Yes, so we can press play again, and hey ho, their problems are being solved. Great. Now also, what I like to do in my gameplay is remove the traffic lights. I don't like traffic lights. Traffic lights are always, for me, something I don't like, and the pedestrian crossings as well. Now, not that I don't like people to cross the street, but I say like do it somewhere else. Let's say do it there, for example, and then remove the traffic light here as well, so they can cross here and not here. And also this road, you can change it, only that piece, into an asymmetrical one, which would then be, let me have a look, which one that would be. This one. Select this option, like that, flip it around, and then you have like 2 lanes out. Yeah. Now we select the lane connector tool, and we are going to play around a little bit with the lanes, so no U-turns and unsafe. And I wish that the author of this mod could build in a feature that you can say like that every junction that is created in the game, that there will be no U-turns and no unsafe options, so you don't constantly have to remove that. So also we'll remove this one, so it's just right, left, and this works fine. So these have to give way, and these have priority. Click it over here, priority, so this one, and this one, and this one. And here we go. Nice. So we have now some people living over here. The low demand is all gone, but we have some commercial demand, but also those we keep low in the beginning. So these are beach spawn. Okay, let's start simple with these, and let's put a small building there, a small one there, small one there, a somewhat larger one over there, a small one, a 4x2, and I think that's enough, because then this will also sink. We have one population. Wow. That's kind of big, you know. That's really big. Really big. But we also have to make these people happy, I guess, you know. They need to have a park, you know. They need to be satisfied, because there's nothing to do here. So let's mini park. That's too mini. That's very mini. Mini. How about this? In between? Ooh, that's a nice divider, actually. Modern pocket park. Like pock between the houses. Or is that too much? Is that... No, to be honest, no, not really. I mean, it's like... It creates division between the houses, in essence. Yeah. Now, let's also not forget a school. You know, the children of all these 12 population, they eventually need to go to school. So we build a road this way. No, wait. We are going the other way. We are going actually that way. Bash. And we click the school. Where is the school? Where's that freaking symbol? Here, the education tab. And I want a relative small... Yeah, the Chinese version is still a relative small building. You know, and it looks not bad. I mean, you can learn Chinese there. Mandarin, you know, officially called Mandarin. Then we take a parking lot, as usual. Let's see. We take this one. No, too big. This one, yeah. Poink. And we say also like a lot of fee to be paid. And I know what you're saying, like, yeah, but you can park on the roads. I know we are going to make these roads not suited for parking. That's the idea. Okay, so we do that. We are going to make a back alley behind these buildings. We can do it through here. So this will be the back alley that goes to there, and then from here roughly to there, and then from here to there. Yes, and so here we can put a few parking lots, not too many, just, let's see, one over there, and let's say one over there. Great. Furthermore, paths. Let me see where are paths. Here. So here, and they can walk between this area over here. And also here we have, like, you know, you see these pedestrian crossings. If we say here, now if I hold it roughly between this block and the road, then it automatically creates a pedestrian crossing over here. Check it out. You see, there's a pedestrian crossing. If I hold it over here, then it won't make one. You see? So that's also the way how you make a pedestrian crossing. And the same goes for the road there. If I get closer, patch. Pedestrian crossing. And then you can remove these with the option of the road maintenance. Here. So not you. And they can then cross here, which is then better. And the same goes for here and here. Yeah. Okay, now we also don't want people to park here on these streets like that. So I'm saying basically, like, don't park on the main street over here. Like so. So I said in the previous episode actually that I would also extend the rail tracks to the outside world, which is, you know, we just let this go, you know, for the time being. I don't have that mod installed that I have seen Who was it? Was it? I think it was Biffa who used it. That loom, I think, or loom or info loom or something. That you can see how many of the houses are actually being occupied, but how many people are in there. You can of course click individual houses. This has one person there. Now imagine you have like this entire house. Okay, it's not as big as it initially looks, but these are relative small houses, but it's needed because you have only 1 or 2 people in there. So let's build a few more, just a few more, and then we click this option. Let's say that, that, and that. Yeah, and maybe just a little corner shop here on the corner. Okay, so we leave this now, and let's have a look at our train stations, because we have a train connection from here that can go directly to here. Now let's do this. Also here the sad thing is, like, I did not take that into account when I connected this up with the track here. Otherwise I would have done that before, but yeah, did not think about it. Stupid, but okay. I have to work with it, and there's nothing to do about it. So I will just take this and turn this off, and we will just go also around the corner like that. But eventually you need to go either over it or under it. What will I choose? Well, page down. Sometimes it's difficult to choose, you know. Okay, let me, first of all, we bring this like that, and then from here I can say, like, in a wide corner, page it up, and then it's already like at +10, like that. And you know, it's 10 meters and still it is red. I mean, come on, game, really? Okay, anarchy. Is 10 meters not high enough for a... Oh, there's an elevation here. Okay, so... okay, I see. Okay, what we can do here is, like, maybe we can drop this slightly. Let me see, yeah, because of that bridge there. Yep, and where is the next node here? Somewhere, it's all the way. We have a node here. Pop, 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 pop. Where's the other node? All the way there. Oh, okay. So let's lower in this one. Yeah, you can carry on, and you fit, so it's fine with me. So we take this double train track, and we bring this down, page down. Give it all the space it needs. And basically we have to bring this now to there. Yeah, 5 and bash. Yeah. We have a connection. Nice. Now we can make a passenger railway line tool. What is the other option here? No, we need to use this option. That goes from here. Create route. Click, 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 click. Blip, 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 blip. All the way to here. Very important. Here. Yeah. And then back. So we have an outside connection. And then it says complete route. Yeah, we have now an outside connection on that point. Nice, nice, nice. So people can now get into this station, they can hop over to the other station, and ta-da! And as far as I remember, this connection does not require a train depot. I think these trains, they come from outside of the city, and they will bring in people. I hope so. We will see. The other one, I figured out during edit that this bridge, you can see it's another bridge. I had the wrong bridge. I had the bridge that had like a metro under it, and I figured that later out, and I redid the road and also the train track here. So this train track is already pulling out of here, and this only has to be connected to basically here or there, depends. So by the looks of it, if I look at the city now in its whole, I would say like, yeah, we could use also a train station over here maybe, because it's fairly, you know, this area is pretty far away from there if you ask me. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. So what if we just take this option and we bring it over to there? Those things seldom happen with CS1, you know? It's like, eesh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And here we go. And then we put like a, let me see, no, not a rail yard. Where is that? Where's the train station? The normal train station, medium train station. Just a medium train station. Yeah, medium French train station. Yeah, this is way too big. This could be just pretty local, if you ask me. Yeah, push over there. And then selecting the track, this one. And just bring it out to there. Yeah. And voila, that's quick. That was a quick fix, wasn't it? So we make now a line from, let's see, here. Also use another color. Let's do a red one. Yeah, from here to the outside world of Europe. I have to get there under, like that. Click, yeah, and then back. It's a lot of scrolling, but and complete route. Okay. Now, like I said, I assume that these guys do not require a depot, so I hope that will all be fine. And these people are screaming for. Let me have a look here. Oh, let me have a look. What are you screaming for? You are screaming for lack of labor, so we need more people in the town. Okay, so we're going to work on that. We put a building there, another one there, another one there, another one there, another one there. Yeah, that's all fine. There, 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 there. 3x4 is kind of bigger. It's tempting, you know, to build like these huge blocks, but you know that contains a lot more people than the smaller ones. So you can see this is definitely waterfront over here. I can select this one. This is real waterfront, but this is a combination of both. But let's keep it small here, like that. Because I'm looking at the, you know, the waterfront. I see the contours there. So here we are putting in more buildings. Like so, small, small and nice. And it has no issue in filling up, so whoop, okay, here we go. The demand stays, which is nice. I think I have to download that mod, Info Loom or something. It was, yeah. Oh, let me bulldoze that one away. Okay, let me have a look at the parking situation. So they park there, and here we don't have that yet, but we can create an alley from roughly here. to there. And is this at the same? No, it's not at the same, but we can bring it at the same height, the same level. It's a big parking lot and practically nobody's parking there, but still I'm going to pick it anyway and put it here and all the way here. But I am saying, like, okay, if you park here you have to pay quite a lot. So you there, you already, yeah, put it up and put that up as well. Nice. So as you can see, it's not easy to just create one big metropole like that. It's can be pretty daunting. So with this train station over here, it says no vehicles. There are currently no vehicles available. This is a bus sign actually. Info panel. And it is relating to the train line. So it appears that the outside connection also requires a metro depot. And this thing, small train garage depot, it has now how many in use? 2 out of 6. And vehicles in maintenance, 4. 4 in maintenance. Why are they in maintenance? That probably has something to do with the production services, roads, electricity, transportation. Yeah, the budget. Well, for now I can increase that slightly to 120%. That's basically it. And production services. Taxation, yeah, we can lure in more people by lowering the taxes temporarily. That works only in our favor eventually. This is now completely out of whack, but eventually after I disable the unlimited money mod, then that should be fine. Yeah, so but we do require a depot apparently. And this road won't go under that road, and I can see why that is. Okay, in that case we are selecting this road. We do this and we bring it out to here to -20, and then it says overlapping items, probably those lines over there. So I'm using Anarchy now. And I say we do it like that, we do it like that, and then here we bring it page up again like that. Oh, page it again up. Okay, it was a little bit further away, but hey ho, hey ho. Here we follow basically this road, this coastline. Actually, this road should not be too close to the coastline, because you want to have like the beach houses, the waterfront houses there, and not an artery road. So I bring it out to here, to this other road, because why not? So this is like a 90 by a 90. Here we go. Here, this is a tight bend, so I'm going to put this like that. Delete, pick a, and then make the curve proper, like 44 by 48. That's fine, and this is also fine. And what we then need is, I think, an extra depot to give it to these guys. So I won't build any houses over here. this underground situation, how it looks, is, you know, something I don't like. Look, it's dark here, then we have this area green, and then dark here. So give me a moment, I will fix that. And that is fixed. Now it looks a little bit more tidier. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the Move It mod by painting this up, so this is nice and straight. And also on this side we're putting it up nice and straight. And then, you know, close here to this place we can put like a the depot. And actually, you know, the line is running here, so what if I put the depot actually very close to it? Let's just grab a simple road. You know, it can even be an alley road. So an alley like this that is coming from basically the main road, which is then running from here like that, and that runs in all the way here close to the. Let me see, where is that? That runs there. Yeah, that would be fine. So place this over here, bash, and it's sort of parallel with the highway as good as possible, not 100% parallel. And I want it to be parallel because somehow I like this thing to be, you know, proper. So what I will just do is just make an offshoot of here, and then from there I can work that way. Here we go. Now that is parallel. Now I can remove that and remove this. Pick it again. Yep. And then we are going to make a bend of 40 by 40. We lead that in a straight line to, wow, you know, to actually, whoa, that comes very close, but I think I can live with that because I don't expect massive amounts of traffic there. So another garage depot, train depot, so train, and then a small garage over here, bash, and we can hook that by picking this line. Yeah, we can just hook that up. It's a little bit tidier than I thought, but I think we can just squeeze it in here. I think. Will this work? Oh, no, it does not. Nope, it does not work. Okay. Dreaded. That's a little bit of a pity. Okay, so I can delete this. And then we pick at the alley road again. Pick at the alley road. And what I will do here is like take the alley road all the way to, let's say, there, and then bring it out to there, and then to there. Yep, and then we delete this section, and then with the Move It mod, maybe just move this whole building just there. Yep. Ooh, look at all these trains. Okay. And now we can just use the double train track. I think it will fit now properly. Where's that thing? Over here. Okay, and then from here to there. And I think this is now okay. It should be okay now. Yeah. So we had to add more buildings, and even now they're still saying like for these few shops we have, because we have a few shops now here, not that many, and also industrial demand is growing, is like yeah, we for the few shops that we have over here, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shops. I think we need a lot more people that live here, and yeah, of course we can provide that. I mean, that's totally no issue. I mean, it's like this, and we do fasten it up a little bit. This. And here we go, here we have it. So I can of course tinker a lot with this stuff for ages, but I leave it at that for now. For now we don't have any name yet. I am waiting for a sensible name for this city or something. I have to figure it out. But if you like it, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell icon, and you will see what will come in episode number 5. Yes, 5 again. Okay guys and girls, thank you for watching and see you soon next time. See you. Bye bye.